Hey y'all, it's your girl Toniah, aka Little Angel, and you're watching Keeping Up with T. Period.
I must be dreaming, dreaming. I must be dreaming, no dreaming. I must be dreaming, no dreaming. I must be dreaming, dreaming. Get high, get high, get high, get high, get high, get high.
I need to get like a thumbnail, but I'm not really good with thumbnails, so what should I do? We'll figure it out. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about things that I wish I knew, you know, coming in as a freshman in college, things, the do's and don'ts and things like that. And then I'm also going to talk about my school a little bit because, you know, all HBCUs are different, you know, so I'm going to try and have it as broad as possible for everybody, but I'm also going to throw things in there about my school as well. So I got my little notes covered in this video, so let's get straight to it. So if you guys don't know, I attend Hampton University. It's located in Virginia. I just completed my first year, so I'm basically a sophomore right now, and I'm going to be talking about things that I knew or wish I knew before coming in as a college freshman, because I wouldn't say I'm like the first person in my family to go to college, but my mom went to community college and stuff like that, but I'm the first to actually attend like a university and stuff like that. So I didn't know about a lot of things before attending college, like really just movie stuff, but like I never really paid attention to like college things. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about, a broad topic, is shopping. So when you find out what school you're going to, or if you know you're going to college, period, make that Amazon registry, or make anything, any store or any like place that you want to get stuff from, make a registry for it, because there's a lot of things that you need for college, and you just like, it's a lot of money, and it's just like you can't buy all that on your own. So if you have family that can help you out, make a registry for it. I think I'm going to do a whole separate video of what you need maybe for your first year in a dorm room and stuff like that. I stayed in VC suites my first year, so each room had a bathroom, so you were just sharing it with a roommate. But you know, other dorms, they do communal, which means you're sharing a bathroom with like basically your floor, so it's multiple girls you're sharing like a bathroom with. But with mine, I just had one bathroom. So but this year I'm staying in a dorm where I have to do communal, but I think where my room is, technically I think I'm only sharing it with 3 other girls, which I'm not mad about. So yeah, so make a registry and send it out to your family and have everybody buy everything on it. Now, clothes. Obviously buy new clothes for like your first year. Like, it's your first year, you get to dress however you want to dress. It's all about, you know, what you like, what you don't like, expressing yourself. But I want to let you guys know that like the stereotype of that all HBCUs, they dress up for classes every single day, is a whole lie. Maybe after like homecoming week and stuff like that, it's sweatpants and t-shirts every day, especially when it's midterm week, or especially like, you know, things like that. Like here and there you'll probably see somebody dress up, but 9 times out of 10 you're gonna see most students in sweatpants or in their school gear, or just, you know, dressing regular. So don't have like the thought in your mind that you have to dress up for school every single day, because I promise you, you don't, because I didn't. Maybe after the first like week or two, and then like homecoming week, but after that you would not catch me just throwing on random fits, because some fits are worth picture taking, and I'm not taking a picture every single day of school. Like, no. So just keep that in mind. Also, most HBCUs, at least mine, require you to have business casual and then business pro. So business pro basically is black bottoms, like slacks, or you know, a pencil skirt, and then a white button up, and then a blazer, obviously. So just, you know, things like that happen on campus. There's like, you know, days where they have like college fair days, and they have like career fairs, and they have people come, and you don't want to be dressing up like how you dress up for classes. You want to look professional, so they're gonna have you wear that. If you're like a business major, you're probably gonna have to wear, you know, business pro or business casual majority of the time to class, or to some of your classes classes. So make sure you keep that in mind. So, you know, pick up a pair of black bottoms, a pencil skirt, pick up a couple pairs of white button-ups, you know, just in case something happens. So keep that in mind. So when you first get admitted into your school, I use this app called Zeme. So basically it's an app where you could put in what school you're going to, and there's a whole bunch of people that are in, you know, this community that are going to the same school. So it's easier to like meet people, and there's group chats, and you can find a roommate that way and things like that. I already knew who my roommate was going to be before I got to campus, because it was I knew her from school. So basically the Zeme was just to get to know people that were going to the campus. Now 9 times out of 10, I don't know if the group chat's really gonna make it out of the group chat when you get on campus, because after like talking in the group chat for like weeks and weeks, as soon as I got to campus, like everybody went ghost. Like everybody basically just found their own group and stuff like that. So I wouldn't count on it 100%, but like it's a good way to like know familiar faces, because there were some people in my dorm that I realized that, oh, I was in a group chat with you and stuff like that, but like maybe we weren't as close, but like, you know, you get to know people, you get to know faces. So keep that in mind. There's also probably like there's probably like pages of your school that have like class of 2027 or class of 2026, and then you have like, you can like send in a photo and they post it for you with some facts, and you can meet friends that way and stuff like that after decision day. So that's a good way to meet friends as well. But just keep in mind that 9 times out of 10, or you know what, 7 times out of 10, it's probably not going to make it out of the group chat unless you're like consistent with it, like, hey, on campus, like, can we meet up? But like for me, like that group chat went dead as soon as we get on campus, so not even. But just keep that in mind if you want to meet friends faster and stuff like that. Relationships, I'm gonna talk about relationships, friendships, everything that just deals with, you know, having a bond with somebody. I would say do not get discouraged if you don't meet friends your first couple months of school, because I definitely didn't. It took me about 2 months to really like meet my friends that I have right now, and the only reason that I met my friends right now is because I was dealing with the whole relationship issue. So it was kind of like, it's like we all like bonded off of like trauma, but that's how I met my friends. But like the first week or two, I was really like discouraged that I wasn't meeting friends, because back here or back home, I'm very an extrovert. Like I can meet friends like easily, but you gotta remember when you go to college, there's like people that are from like different places and stuff like that. So it's kind of like you don't know how everybody is going to react to you, or you don't know if somebody's being genuine. So it's harder to meet friends, especially as a girl, to be honest, because you know some girls just be weird. But don't get discouraged if you don't meet friends fast. It's gonna come, I promise you. Like I was that person that everybody was telling, like, just wait on it, like you don't gotta rush. It does get kind of like, I get it, like sometimes you're gonna get a little, you know, sad that like, oh, I'm not having any friends, everybody's outside having fun. But it's okay, I promise you, just give it some time, you're gonna meet some friends. It's better to like not rush into some friend group, some random friend group, and have that like, because most of the friend groups that were like there at the beginning of the school year already got into their big arguments and ended it. Like at least the friends that I made, we are still friends, we are still tight. We like, those are my girls for real. So just don't get discouraged, take your time, meet new people and get to know people really, because some people aren't genuine. So you know, just take your time when meeting friends, and that's all I gotta say. Now relationships, I really can't like say too much on that, because like there's always a 50-50 chance with relationships. There's always a 50-50 chance with doing long distance. There's a 50-50 chance of dating somebody at your school, you know, like that. So it's kind of almost like, you know, if whatever works for you works for you. There's some people who do long distance and don't like it. There's some people who do long distance and can make it through it, and there's some people who date people at their school and, you know, it don't work out. Now I would say that there's a lot of people in college that, you know, are looking for somebody, but I feel like it's a small percentage. Most of the people, when you get on college, when you get on the campus, most of them are like, you know, just effing around for real. Like they just want to go ham, like they just want to get to know everybody. So just remember that, don't just jump into something so quickly. Get to know people, because a lot of people are just there to like bounce from girl to girl or bounce from boy to boy. And yeah, so just remember that and keep that in mind. Go with the flow. It's college, it's your first year at a whole different, you know, it's a whole different environment. You're not in high school, you're growing up. So just get to know people, and you know, before you jump into something that quickly, in my opinion, I just feel like Get to know people, mingle around, you know, meet good bonds, meet good people, and if you're ready, you're ready, and if it seems genuine, jump into it. But just don't rush into things. Like, I promise you, like, you have your whole life to really meet somebody. And you got to remember that, like, we're older now, so it's kind of almost like you have to think about how, you know, in high school you date somebody at your high school. In college, most people think that you're gonna date somebody at your college, but you can run into somebody anywhere. You can run into somebody at the mall, in the store. Like, we're older now, so it's kind of almost like you don't have to depend on school to meet who you want to be with or who you're interested in. So just keep that in mind. School. So I'm going to talk about like just school work, keeping up with your work. I would just say keep a balance. Really, no, actually I'm actually so serious. Please keep a balance of schoolwork and social life and all of that, because I feel like in high school it's kind of almost like your teachers are kind of on your tail about things, but in college they're not gonna do that. Like, there's some professors that are like that really notice you maybe, and they really tell you like you need to get on your Zoom. But like, there's most of them where if you don't do your work, you just don't do your work and you fail the class. They're not gonna email you, they're not gonna baby you. At this point, you're old enough to know what you need to do. You're not paying all this money just for you to skip classes and not do your work. Just remember to prioritize yourself, prioritize why you came to college in the first place. Because if you're just coming to college to like have fun and stuff, please just drop out. Like, at this point, what are you here for? Okay, keep a balance. With me, it was kind of hard my first year to keep a balance. Like, I still maintained good grades, but I was really just going with the flow. But this year I'm gonna do it whole differently. Like, I'm really gonna like start writing things down, important things, important tests, write them down. Right, I know a lot of people like, I don't remember things when I write it down. Literally get a calendar by your bed, like on the wall, and write it down. Like, I swear, I promise you, it'll make things so much easier for you to remember what's going on, because there's so much stuff going around on campus. There's so many homeworks, there's so many tests that you're going to miss something. So just write it down, get it done, so you don't have to worry about it or worry about doing it last minute. Just, I promise you, just get your work done and it'll just make life 10 times easier. I promise you. So just remember that. Study. I know a lot of people say this, but study. You don't have to study all night every day. Obviously have a time limit for yourself, that like, just be like, okay, I'm gonna study from 8 to 9, or like just take gaps, but make sure you have like a time stamped when you're going to bed. Like, I'm not gonna study past 1 a.m. I'm gonna go to sleep by 1. Like, don't push yourself too much to like study all night every day, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wake up and then you're gonna be really tired and you might just flunk the test just because you stayed up all night studying. Like, at this point, just go to sleep. Everybody needs your sleep. Make sure you get your 8 hours of sleep, please, because I love sleep, and I told myself that I'm not staying up all night studying. I'm going to bed. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Just go to bed. If you know for sure before getting on campus that you're probably gonna struggle in a subject, like for instance math, I would say seek out for a tutor. Most schools have like free tutors, but if not, I would say get a tutor ASAP, because I didn't, and I failed my math class twice, both semesters. I had to take mine online and I passed it, but like, I'm horrible at math. I don't know why I never got a tutor. I was just so stubborn about it, or just was so lazy to find one. But I would say hurry up and get you a tutor. Actually get on your Zoom, because nothing's worse than failing a class, because at the end of the day you're paying for this class. So it's kind of like you fail it and you have to take it again because it's for your major. Now you're mad because you just paid for this and you failed it, and then just get a tutor, get on your Zoom. As far as like skipping classes and stuff like that, like, I'm not gonna lie, like there were some days where you wake up and you just don't feel like going to class. Now you can, there's some professors who count attendance a part as your grade, and there's some professors who don't count attendance. Now I would say that if you're not going to go to class, at least keep up with your work, or have a friend tell you what the notes are. But I wouldn't say skip class rigorously every day, because I just feel like you need to like get to know your professors. And I just feel like when it comes to like organizations maybe, or if there's something you want to be a part of and you need a letter of recommendation, and you have no professors to write you like a good note or a good things about you because you never showed up to class, now you're going to be mad because none of those professors know you. You don't know where to get a letter recommendation from because you just never showed up to class. You never interacted with them. I only had about 1 or 2 professors that I really interacted with, and some of them really didn't try to interact with their students, but I have like a good two of them that I, you know, had a good bond with, that I was able to get a letter recommendation from. So just remember that and keep that in mind, to just, you know, talk with your professor, say hey, you know, interact with them, because it's going to be good in the long run. This topic is going to be organizations on campus. Now me, this is my personal opinion, I feel like everybody or every video I've came across, they always tell you join this, join that, go here, go here, go that, go, just go everywhere. And it was just so much for me. It was overwhelming to the point that I didn't even join any organization until my second semester of college, and that was because my friend really wanted me to be a part of the fundraising committee on the FCC board, and I was just a part of a committee, but I was never really part of no organization yet, because I just feel like you need to take your time. A lot of people join organizations just because it's gonna look good on their resume, and they really don't do anything for the organization. They're just in it because it makes them look good. I just feel like take your time when it comes to organizations. You guys don't need to rush into things. I promise you, you don't. Take your time. Literally research these organizations, see if you really want to be a part of it, seek out people who are in those organizations and ask them questions before you really like, oh, I'm gonna join this and this and this and this, and you really don't know what anything is about or what it's a part of. Now right now, going into my second year, I just got into 2 organizations actually. I got into Black is Gold University, which is on campus. I couldn't do a little in-depth of it. Maybe when I get on campus, you know, I get to, so I'm excited I got into that. Really excited that I got into that. And then I got into Mosaic, which is kind of like a, you know, an ally type of, you know, group that deals with the LGBTQ community and stuff like that. So I got into that organization, and I'm also waiting back to see if I got the ROB position on the board, you know, where there's the president, the vice president, the secretary. There's an ROB position. Basically they handle like social media and stuff like that, and you know, that's right up my alley. So we're gonna see if I got a you know, got that role and stuff like that. And if I do, I feel like that's a good amount for my second year here. I don't want to juggle up too much, but just, you know, do your research, take your time, no rush. I promise you, you have 4 to 5 years to really figure out what you want to do. And just remember that, just take your time with organizations. Parties, all HBCUs have, I would say all HBCUs have different types of parties, because all HBCUs are located differently. Like I would say Hampton University parties are not going to probably match Clark Atlanta or Spelman, because like it's Atlanta. I feel like you're in Atlanta, you're gonna always find like a good party in Atlanta. Like I'm in Virginia, so it's kind of almost like all of the parties are like not all the same, but like all parties are all the same, which goes to show that like you don't need to go to every single party. You don't. I promise you, once you go to every single party back to back to back, it's just gonna get repetitive. It's the same songs, the same people, the same dances. You know, take breaks. Like go to the ones that like maybe like are fun. Like go to the Q parties, go to the Q parties, go to the Q parties, because those are actually really lit. Those are fun. But like you don't have to go to every single party. Like obviously go to some campus events, some parties. That's how you meet people, because people actually show up to those. But like you don't have to go to every party. Like if you have a test in the morning, just forget the party. There will be another one, I promise you. There will be another one, or 55 others within that same week. Like I promise you. But the first week, definitely go to the parties, because this is before classes even start. This is where you can meet people. Go to the functions the first week. Now my school, we had a curfew our first month, and we got it off a little bit before homecoming. It was 11 p.m. on the weekdays and then 1 a.m. on the weekends, and a lot of people don't like that, but with me it didn't really matter because I didn't have friends yet anyways. And it kind of got you to like really talk with the people in your dorm, and that's how you really meet friends, because y'all all trying to rush in before curfew and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. Now that it's my second year, I don't have curfew the first month. It's kind of almost like now I get to really see what the parties were the first, you know, couple of weeks of school that we missed out on. So I'm excited about that. But just remember, you don't have to go to every single party. Don't intake in what everybody's doing. Like, don't drink off nobody's cup. Don't have somebody go over and make you a drink. Like, don't do stupid stuff like that, because people are actually crazy, I promise you. Don't do crazy drugs. I mean, if you want, do you, honestly, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you're into, go ahead. But I'm not into that. But just keep that in mind, that, like, you know, things are crazy out here, and people be lacing things and people be spiking things. So do your own thing. Be aware of your like surroundings, for real. Please keep something on you, mace, pocket knife for a girl. Just keep that in mind when you go to parties. Don't let guys, you know, lead you into doing things that you don't want to do. Like, don't do that. Money. So my next topic is money. Now, a lot of people say that, like, people question how much you're supposed to save for your first semester of college. You will run through money quick. I promise you, you will run through money so quick. A lot of people save up at least $1,000 to $2,000, but that's really if you're really consistent at whatever job you're working at. I didn't work a job before my first semester. I own a business called Toniah Top Treats on Instagram. Of course, I want to throw that in there. So I saved a little bit of money, but it was definitely, it wasn't in the 1,000 range. But if you're not a child, maybe like me, like, I don't always depend on my family, but I am the only child, the only grandchild, the only niece. So when it comes to money, it wasn't that huge of a problem for me to like ask, like, can I get this to go here, you know, like that, because I'm the only child. So it's kind of almost like the money's not going nowhere else but me. But I do know that money doesn't grow on trees, so obviously I wasn't like taking advantage of that. Be like, hey mom, can you send me $500? Like, you know. But if you're not somebody like that, if you know that your family's not gonna like send you money, a lot of money here and there, just save, because Ubers add up, going out adds up, you know, DoorDash adds up. That's really what I was spending my money on majority of the time in college, because our school is located, I wouldn't say in the middle of nowhere, but like it's not in the city. So when you have to take an Uber, that Uber price is high. When you want a DoorDash, I have a Dash Pass, but when you want to order food, delivery fee. So it's kind of almost like all that stuff adds up. So unless you're like, please split Ubers with people, do group Ubers, do group things like that, so the cost can go down. But make sure you save the amount of money that you think you might end up spending. Like, if you know you're not going to go out a lot, okay, cool. But like, if you know that you're going to want to go to here, save that money. Save it, because I promise you, you're going to need it. You will run through it so quickly. Like, please don't underestimate how much money. Like, if you got $500, you might as well just stay your booty tail in the room after the first week, because I promise you, you will blow through that money quick. Okay, roommates. So I feel like it's always gonna be a 50-50 chance when it comes to roommates. You're either gonna get somebody good or you're gonna get somebody bad. Luckily, my roommate is from literally my high school, so it's kind of almost like, sorry, I don't know why my camera stopped recording, but I guess it's kind of almost like that me and her already knew each other. So I mean, even with that, that's a 50-50 chance. Like, even rooming with your friend is going to always be a 50-50 chance of something bad going on, which I'm not even gonna get into that. Maybe in 3 years we could laugh about my whole roommate situation, but for right now, I'm not telling that story, because if you know, you just know, but if you don't, mind your business. But I had friends who had like bad roommates or went through crazy stuff and things like that, and I had friends who had really good roommates and it was pretty chill. Like, please seek out, try and really seek out a good roommate. Like, please do your research on these people. Please talk to them every day. If you found a roommate through an app or just like communicating, please make sure you're really communicating what you like and what you don't like, so you know if you guys are going to clash or not. Because you could say things in text, or people can be this type of way through text, but they're a whole different person in person, you know what I mean? So it's always going to be a 50-50 chance if you get a good or bad roommate. So just keep that in mind. especially when it comes to decorating. If you're the type of person that you want everything coordinated in the room, you need to let your roommate know that I want these colors, or let's you know, try and figure out what colors are going to be for our room. Like, if you're that type of person, or if you know you're kind of a messy person, let that be known. So maybe you can find a roommate who's like on your type of time as well, because if you have like a really clean roommate and then a really like messy roommate, it's just going to be some clashing here and there. So just be good at communicating. Just like you need to be good communicators in a relationship, you need to be good communicators with your roommate, because at the end of the day, you're living with them and you're in their space. Say that if you guys have an okay bond and you have a good bond, please, even if not, please share each other's locations, because at the end of the day, you're not responsible for each other, but at the end of the day, if I get lost or something, at least somebody has my location. At least my roommate knows where I'm at, to keep each other safe, because you know, we're girls and we need to be safe sometimes. So just keep it in mind when it comes to roommates. Just take that roommate test as accurate as possible. Like, I like the TV on when I sleep, I like the light on when I sleep, I don't like the light on, I like quiet, I like noise. Just be as honest as possible with those, you know, tests, because they're really accurate. But I don't know, even when they are accurate, you still have bad roommates. So I promise you, just pray. Just keep in mind that not everybody is who they say they are, and if you know from the first week that it's not going to work, you need to figure out how to get a room exchange or something. Because once it's not good the first week and you tell this person what you don't like, and they're just arguing back, it's just going to be hell for the rest of the year. Because imagine classes and all that on top of having a bad roommate. It's just a lot, and it really could take a toll on your mental health. Like, I've seen people actually have like bad mental health because of their roommate, and you know, it's real. Like, I promise you, it's real. So just keep that in mind with roommates. Caf food. Every HBCU is different. Now, I wouldn't say every HBCU is different. Every HBCU is definitely gonna have a fried chicken day or a soul food day. My school definitely has their soul food day. I think that's every HBCU. And I think we also have like seafood Saturdays or seafood Friday or something. I don't like seafood, so I don't go. The first week or the first couple weeks, you go to the caf every day, cool. After like a month, it's so repetitive that you end up ordering food, and that's where the money comes in. Like, I promise you, like, you're gonna get so tired of the caf food that you're gonna end up ordering DoorDash. Now, the difference is there's a lot of HBCUs that have some type of food on campus that's not the caf. Like, my school has Chick-fil-A. Hopefully they actually end up opening up the Pizza Hut. We have a Starbucks, but it's a little bit of a walk. We have the smoothie place. A little bit walking distance towards the library, we have like this Jamaican spot that a lot of people go to. It's okay, but like, my family's Jamaican, so I just know when authentic, well, it's authentic, but it's just like everybody cooks Jamaican food differently, and it's actually pretty good, but like some things are kind of like but there's a tropical smoothie, there's a Wendy's and stuff like that nearby. But for the most part, the only thing we have like on our campus that we can walk to is Chick-fil-A. And I think that our new president, he extended the hours for Chick-fil-A, which I'm happy about. I think it closed at 9 now, because before it closed at like 4. It closed at 9 now, and then I think he's opening up the Pizza Hut, and then there's a Pirates Grill type thing on our campus, which is pretty good. That's gonna be open until midnight. Comes in clutch. If you know, you know. Oh, we have Food Truck Tuesdays at our school that he just brought, which that really gets me excited for Tuesdays, because it's just a whole different food option. There's food trucks out there if you have a meal plan. That's the catch. Keep in mind that you're gonna get tired of the cat food, because it's very repetitive. It's not like a different thing every day. Like, Monday something specific, Tuesday something specific, and so on and so on. So just keep in mind that you're gonna get tired of the cat food, and you're gonna want to order food, which means you need to save up more money for that. So ask somebody for I don't know, a DoorDash gift card, or even like a gift card for Uber. So like, at least you have some money on a whole different card that's not coming out of your account. So I'm probably gonna do that this year. I'm probably gonna ask for an Uber gift card and a DoorDash gift card, because those will definitely come in clutch. I didn't cover dorm. So dorms, I feel like I touched a little bit on it before, but definitely when it comes to dorms, please clean up after yourself. I have friends who tell innocent insane stories, to the point where I'm like, wow, people are really raised differently. Like, there's people out here that actually do not clean up after themselves. They have trash everywhere, they don't shower, or they would just leave trash here and there. Like, I promise you, like, people are like that, and you really need to keep that in mind, that not everybody lives the way you live. Like, you may be having OCD, you may be OC clean at home, but not everybody is like that. Not everybody is like that. There are people who are just really clean, and you may be a little bit messy, and they probably will look at you weird because you left your shirt and your pants on the floor. Like, I get it, there's some days, you know, we're girls, but we're going to a party and we're trying to figure out what we want to wear, and we're throwing clothes everywhere. Just remember to clean up after yourself, please. The communal bathrooms, I can't really tell you too much about it because I didn't have a communal bathroom in my first year of college, but a lot of people say that, like, it's clean but it's not clean. Like, think about just using a communal bathroom. It's kind of like a public bathroom with stalls for showers and stalls for toilets and stuff. And you gotta remember, you gotta wake up in the morning to go brush your teeth, or if you really want to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, that you have to get up and walk out your room to go do that. Now, I had the luxury, thank you Lord, I had the luxury to just walk to my bathroom, like, in my room. But, you know, majority of the time, or 9 times out of 10, like, most schools have communal bathrooms. So I would guess I have to experience that this year and come back maybe with a whole different type of vlog and know my experience with that. Keep in mind that, like, not everybody is the same when it comes to cleaning and stuff like that. So just on your end, at least just pick up after yourself, clean, communicate with your roommate on what cleaning days you may want to do. Laundry, at least at my school we have like pirate bucks, so we put money on our like ID card and you swipe it. I think after like the first semester, one of the laundry rooms in my dorm was free, and then there was one where it was $2 to wash and then 75 cents to dry. Mental health, I'm talking about that. Take a day for yourself. Take some time for yourself. Take a couple hours out of your day for yourself. School can be stressful, people can be stressful, professors can be stressful, class can be stressful. Being away from home and your family, well, a lot of people like being away from their home, but if you're the type that's attached to your family, that could be stressful. Take a couple hours out of your day for yourself. Like at my school, we have a waterfront. Our school is by the waterfront. I would go there, sit at the bench, you know, clear my mind, listen to music. Take a couple hours for yourself, because at the end of the day, mental health is a real thing, and a lot of people go insane when they go to college, and you just need to take some time for yourself. And a lot of people watch these videos and they just like be like, oh, whatever, you know, it's not gonna happen to me. I promise you, take some time for yourself. Like, schedule a day or schedule a time in your day where you just take a couple hours to yourself, whether that's napping, listening to music, talking with your friends, calling up your family, or just, you know, sitting in silence. Just take a couple, you know, hours or days for yourself where you just need a mental break and you need to just get away from the world and all of the drama and all the craziness. Just take some time for yourself and breathe. Actually, like, inhale and exhale. So I promise you it's worth it. Like obviously you know the tea, but like the people that work in job, like I'd be like, do you take a break for yourself? Because they coming at you back to back for real. Just remember that to take some time for yourself. And now as far as jobs, I wouldn't recommend having a job maybe your, not even your second semester, but I wouldn't recommend having a job your first year of college, because I feel like you're getting used to a whole different living situation. You're getting used to being away from home. You're getting used to like being around a whole bunch of random people that are from everywhere, like California, Alabama, Atlanta, New York, New Jersey. Like there's a lot of people that are from everywhere, and everybody's different, so it's kind of like a culture shock for some people. So it's kind of almost like, just take your time to like get to know yourself. Like have the first year be how you grow. Like learn about yourself the first year, learn your schedule, learn how you manage with time, and then maybe your next year you can get a job and you know where to fit jobs into your schedule. This year, am I gonna get a job? I don't know. Some I don't have a car right now anyways, but like my school, you can't even bring a car on campus until you have 60 credit hours because there's limited parking. But a lot of people like sneak their cars on campus. But if I had to have a job, it would have to be walking distance because nobody's paying an Uber every day for work. I own a business. I'm gonna start baking on campus, and I just launched my makeup business. And you know, there's some girls that, you know, be having birthdays and stuff that, you know, want to get their makeup done for their birthday and stuff. So hopefully my business kind of like launches a little bit more when I get on campus, and that's how I make my like side money there. You know, if you have a side hustle, bring it on campus as well, period. I own businesses, support a small business. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, 6 years of my life. I never had a job before. I didn't get a job this summer, but I go with the flow of life for real, and I launched my new business. So I think that was just like, you know, my goal for this summer, and hopefully that just launches bigger when I get on campus, because nobody like wants to Uber to a whole makeup artist when there's a girl on campus who slays it herself. So yeah, just remember that when it comes to, you know, jobs and stuff like that, it really just depends on how you manage time and how you want to deal with things. But I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend just, you know, learning yourself, learning your time management before you get a job and things like that. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Asking help from your professors, your friends, your RAs, just anybody on campus. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you want to get to know the campus more, if you want to get to know people more, or you just are confused about things, please ask for help, because money is being spent to go to school, and one thing I would hate for it to happen is that you just don't understand stuff and there's somebody that does and you just didn't ask. And I would just say that just ask for help when you need it. And there's a lot of nice people on campus. Like, not everybody's stuck up and, you know, lame or, you know, rude. There's nice people on campus who will help you out with things. So just keep it in mind. I feel like if there's any more questions or if there's anything I missed, I will answer them in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I'm so excited that I made it. I need to post this quick because I go back to campus like in a month, and I just feel like a lot of people are looking for these videos right now, and I have so many vlogs that I still have to post that dealt with being at my school, so I'm trying to get those out the way right now. But this video is definitely going to be up before all the other vlogs that I did this summer, because this needs to be for the freshmen right now before it's too late. So thank you guys for watching my video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my socials, and I'll be back with another video. So yeah, have a great day.
I must be dreaming. I must be dreaming.